get. Oh, we're going to get.
Announce that you're going to commercial before you do that.
Oops.
That's fine. So then when they start saying last commercial in 1 second, 2 seconds, then start reading.
Okay.
Alright, you should be good. Try it. Okay. Probably gonna want to turn it down
A little bit. There is like 1 or 2 bosses where I do want sound for.
Yeah, but it's really
And
loud
we're back.
because I gotta turn it up for Metroid.
I have a $30 donation from Sarah Breen. It seems like Super Metroid low percent is starting to run away. So let's put this toward 100% to at least try and keep this somewhat interesting.
Just put it here or something.
Yeah, doesn't have to be real close to you.
There it is.
There you go.
Are we good? Oh my god, countdown? All right, so 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is Metroid Fusion 100%, and you notice I'm not going through that obnoxiously long introduction cutscene, thank God for that. And you can get a main deck file with a 00 by just starting a completely new file and then doing a soft reset pretty much right when Adam starts talking to you, the computer. And then you can have the file that I'm starting with right here. So this is, I would commentate, but give me a second to concentrate. Nah, look. Bummer, oh well. So this is 100%, and Metroid Fusion is weird in the fact that major upgrades don't count towards a percentage, unlike other Metroid games. So that means Metroid Fusion has 20 energy tanks, 48 missile tanks, and 32 power bomb tanks. So you end up with 2,099 health, 250 missiles, and 74 power bombs, which is obviously not overkill.
You need every one of those power.
I will prove to you that I will use every power bomb by the end. I will end the game with 0-0. Anyways, so in terms of sequence breaking, this is probably the most robust Metroid game ever. There are no sequence breaks at all, but there is. So this is a very execution-based game. There are small tricks and stuff that save time overall. So there's a lot of small stuff.
There's some major tricks too, like just really precise shine sparks and everything.
There are some, yeah. What's it? Kirbymastah. It's basically the same as spelled the same way as it should say in the schedule.
Now I do want to say, last year at SGDQ when I did my 1% run, we said specifically during the run, right after I killed Ridley, this is the reason why you'll never see 100% in a marathon. Because that's when you have to do this massive cleanup because of all these areas that are blocked off by screw attack blocks.
Now, the fun part is, cleanup is probably the hardest part in this run. It is really hard.
Really impressive when done well. And I'm not going to lie, Kirby here is much better at this game than I ever will be.
We go by in-game time. So the in-game timer is going on. Basically, anytime Samus is on the screen, pretty much. So door transitions, Adam text, stuff like that, they do not count. However, controlling Samus, item acquisition messages in particular, they do count. Save messages, they do count towards in-game timer. So the record for this category here is 1 hour 6 minutes in-game time. BioSpark got it first a few months ago. I got it recently a few weeks ago. The any percent record is 46 minutes in-game time by BioSpark. And the 1% record is 49 minutes by BioSpark. Although he can get 48 minutes. I think he got 48 minutes once in a race, but he died once, so it's technically 48 minutes segmented. But BioSpark is pretty much a god at this game, so shout out to BioSpark, and shout outs to Jagger G and Dragon Fangs also, and Dragon Darch too. Everyone who runs this game for pretty much all the strategies that's been put into what you see now. Because like pretty much everyone who runs this game has contributed in some way to the metagame quote of this. So what else is there to say? So for reference, my personal bests for all 3 categories are 47 minutes in-game time for any percent. I already mentioned 100%, which is the tied record. And 1%, my personal best is 52 minutes in single segment without dying or saving. Well, I haven't done 1% that much, so I can definitely bring that down. That run sucked. Anyways,
Just completing 1% single segment though is still
yeah, there aren't that.
it's still pretty hard.
On the leaderboard thread, there's only like 5 times on there with single segments, because not many people can do it in the first place. Right, so something about the physics overall is that this is nothing like Super Metroid. Like absolutely nothing like it. Like there's just a lot of physics changes. I don't know all the physics in Super Metroid because I don't run the game myself much. Basically, you want to be running as much as possible. I think running horizontally is twice as faster than horizontal speed when you're spin jumping. Also, you notice that like every time I do a spin jump onto something, I do like a shoot, and we kind of call it an unspin cancel, where Samus gets into a standing position to land a few frames earlier. And this is why Fusion sucks sometimes, because this is completely random. 4 is not too bad. It's not terrible. So, how did I mess that up? How many times an Idor shoots beams is completely random. And for each time you hit it, it can shoot from between 0 to 4. And that one you have to shoot 3 times. It's kind of like 3 I-beams put together. So 4 is not too bad. Okay, so this boss takes 15 missiles. I'll explain it once I kill it. Perfect.
Nice.
Did you just get the double Korak stuff there? Yeah.
You did.
Missed the sweet spot. So there's a lot of stuff that just happened right there. So Arachnus himself, he can roll, and that's completely random, and you cannot do anything about it. And that's something I want to talk about is that 100%. A lot of people think 100% easy because, well, bosses. It is not. Boss strategies in 100% are exactly the same as any percent. In fact, Arachnus is actually harder in 100% because in 100% you come in the fight with 19 missiles because you have to use one for energy tank. In any percent, you start with 20. And that's a huge difference because if he rolls, you waste 2 missiles, meaning you only have 2 missiles in 100% for the Core X, meaning you have to get a missile drop. Or you can get unlucky and lose like 10 seconds. Whereas in any percent, you're going to have 4 missiles if he rolls, which is just enough for the Core X pretty much. Now, the other thing I want to talk about for bosses is that Blue Glass mentioned I did a double missile. You're going to see that a lot, hopefully. What happens is that Core X's, when you hit them once, they have an invulnerability period for like a few seconds. But you can hit them with 2 missiles in the same frame. And that skips around pretty much. So the idea is that every Core X, every standard Core X that's not a beam Core X, I mean, its hitbox is a square. So the hard part is not actually the double missile itself, it's getting it in the right position so you can double missile it. So you usually want to get high up and around from the side so you can hit it. So remember that it's a square, so you want to hit the side of the square with 2 missiles. So you basically want to shoot a missile, jump, and shoot a second missile while jumping. So 2 missiles are as closely together as possible.
Oh no, so scary.
And the other hard part about double missiles is the fact that every time you upgrade your missiles, the cooldown increases and the speed increases as well. The speed doesn't sound like a bad thing, but it is because it means the missiles are harder to keep together. So the cooldown is 8 frames for a missile, normal missile, 13 frames for a super missile, 14 for ice, 15 for diffusion. And diffusion missiles are so hard to double consistently.
Have you ever gotten a double with diffusion?
Yeah, I got a triple double in Ridley twice in my entire life.
We have time for some donations?
Just one more thing. The last thing I want to explain, because there's a lot that goes on with the bosses, which is the funnest part of this game, by the way, is Sweet Spot. So every time you defeat a Core X, its ability is released, and you can collect it. However, what you want to do is kill it as close to its spawn location as possible, so that it becomes collectible immediately. And I missed the Sweet Spot for Arachnus, the first boss, so I had to wait a few seconds before I can collect it. So. Yeah, this sector is pretty self-explanatory. You can probably go with donations for a bit for now.
Okay, we have a donation from $20 donation from Lachlan Matthew Dickinson, who says, "So excited that Metroid Fusion is being run. By far my favorite game in the series. Here's a small something toward the 16-star run. Keep up the great work, everyone." We have a $15 donation from Casper van der Sman, who says, "Hey Kirby, Mobius Man here. I hope the Idor Force lets you get 105. Put this toward killing the animals."
That was almost perfect.
I have a $20 donation from James Hartley, Tiberius here. If I had more money, I'd donate for an attempt at skipping Bob, but I'm not that evil.
Screw you.
Instead, this can go to whatever Super Metroid choice Kirby wants.
Every donation from my choice is to save the animals.
Okay.
Every Super Metroid runner hates me now. I can tell the chat's probably gonna hate me right now.
Also, calling
the
a
animals.
108. Any objections, Kirby?
Wait, what about 108?
Calling a 108.
Objection. Objection! It's actually something I need to mention. So I completely forgot. So 1% is the lowest percent possible for humans, pretty much, and that's because there's one. Yeah, Bob. I don't know why we call it Bob. There's a missile tank in Sector 3 that I'll point out once I get there, probably like 15 minutes or something, 10 to 15. It's basically unskippable because it's in the middle of a morph tunnel you can't get around. The only way to get around it is that there's a super missile barrier on another path, but you don't have super missiles yet. So the only way to destroy it is with the Shine Spark. So you have to charge a Shine from like 2 rooms away, and then do 3 frame perfect jumps, I think, and then a pixel perfect Shine Spark.
Don't you have like seven or so frames?
3 frames of room for error.
No, it's 7 frames.
7 frames?
7 frames.
Either way, okay, now it's totally doable.
7 frames. Oh my gosh, that's so much. Oh, I missed that.
You only have to do, I think, like 4 jumps, 4 ledge grabs, and then a pixel perfect Shine Spark, and you have 7 extra frames.
And you have to stand up immediately after you charge the spark.
Yeah, you have to stand up on the perfect frame. Oh, that was really good.
That was good.
Nice.
1's very good, except I'm at 7 missiles, so I can't shoot a curved missile. Another thing, let me concentrate really quickly. 1. That's a double. 1 double, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Okay. So the beam core X's are near impossible to double. They're basically task only. Because unlike core X where you can hit any part of them, the beam core X's you have to hit their eye on the same frame. This is the only beam core X where it's viable to hit a double. That one takes 4 missiles to kill. My first hit was a double missile. And I think Dragonfangs probably has a list somewhere of like which frames can you shoot the missile on. It's very specific. You have like 4 or 5 specific pairs of frames when you can shoot the 2 missiles. So I usually get 1 double missile on that, and I'm perfectly happy with that. I'm happy. So.
From Joshua Hathaway. Cheers on another great session thus far. Because I believe in endorsing this real venture of thirst over beaches, put this $50 towards naming Squirrel Dacet X Mui. We have another $50 from Simon Lovegren. Hyped to see Metroidmastah playing his namesake game. Hoping for a good RNG and good cleanup.
Thanks.
If I don't see either reverse ice or secret message, I will be seriously disappointed.
Thanks, Dragonfangs.
Putting this money towards saving the animals in order to keep Fusion canon.
Yes! So, by the way, like every time I like enter a navigation room and start talking to Adam, that's a good time for donations. Pretty much.
Anytime what?
Anytime I'm talking to Adam here and go up an elevator and come down, that's a good time
Okay.
for donations.
We have a $20 donation from Mark Googe. I hope I got that right. Hey Kirby, good luck on the Fusion run. I'll donate another $20 if you can guess how many characters I made my last name when I extended it to be my Twitch account.
7? I'm not sure.
We'll see if that's right in a second.
We'll see.
No M2K2 dramatic readings.
We have $15 from James Robinson. Hey, enjoying the Metroid runs. It's one of my favorite series. Hoping for some goodies. I want to put the $15 towards Mr. Mastah shine sparking his way up the shaft to the secret message with Adam and the Federation.
Is that a thing?
You don't have to donate for that, he's just going to try it. Is that correct?
The secret message is something else.
Yeah.
The problem is, with 100%, there's expansions he has to pick up on the normal route. If he goes for the secret message, it actually ends up being a pretty major detour. Whereas for any percent and 1%, we don't care about those expansions. You can go that way and it's only slightly slower.
Yeah, I think Dragonfangs, I might be wrong on this, but by the way, if there's someone named Dragonfangs in the chat, you should listen to everything he says, because he's like the tasser of Fusion and Zero Mission. He knows everything about these 2 games, and he's very good at them too. But I think Dragonfangs timed secret message on tasks, and it actually like only loses 6 seconds. compared to any percent. Like 6 seconds sounds like a lot, but the fact is, if you do secret message, you have to go back to get diffusion missiles. So if you can actually skip diffusion missiles, then the secret message route would be faster in the TAS. It probably wouldn't be in RTA because it's 6 seconds slower in the TAS, meaning you're doing every shine spike perfectly and stuff like that, and that's not going to happen in a human run. Okay, so something important I want to mention is that charge beam is amazing in this game. Unlike Zero Mission's charge beam is crap. Because something to note is that the missiles in this game do 10 damage. The charge beam, good. The charge beam does 20 damage. There's also a flare you see around Samus's arm cannon every time I shoot it. That does 6 extra damage, which actually makes a big difference in 2 bosses. So, yay, I got the door. Anyways, so...
Blue door is authorized.
So you're going to see me use charge beam a lot in this game. Missiles are still very useful, but charge beam is probably going to be my primary weapon for the first, probably fourth or third of the game, roughly, and at the end of the game too.
It's useful everywhere.
Yes. Okay. So those double missiles are a lot harder than it looks, especially if the red Zoros are moving towards you, because the time window for hitting them with 2 missiles is much smaller. I'm surprised I actually got them, both. Something about the rent. Okay, there's also something I want to mention about wall jumps. So I read this on Bowsberg's notes on his old task, actually. So what happens is that wall jumping in this game, you cannot single wall jump, but you actually get a increase in horizontal speed, I think by 50% from a wall jump. So what you're going to see me do right here, right about here, is another wall jump, because I move 50% faster. My horizontal speed is higher than just jumping normally. And also when you spin jump from grabbing a ledge, or spin jump from grabbing a ladder. I forgot about that. That also counts as a wall jump. It has the same physics as a wall jump. So you can't move back, but your horizontal speed increases.
Technically, you can single wall jump if you're passing.
No, you can't. Not to gain height, unless you're bomb jumping in the middle. Yeah, bomb jumping in this game is absolutely useless, by the way. Near useless. So there's only 2 times in this entire run I will ever bomb jump. One of them is coming up right here. The other one is going to be during cleanup. This bomb jump right here. And that's because bomb jumping in Fusion sucks. To register a mid-air bomb jump, which by the way gives you only like a few pixels of height, so you can't do anything interesting with that, well, outside of tasks, I think you have to be ascending and holding A at the same time, and you get a few pixels of height if you hit the bomb, get in the mid-air bomb's blast radius. There's one spot where that's useful in cleanup, and I'll point that out, but it's really stupid.
The biggest problem is that the bombs take entirely too long to explode to be able to really do anything useful with them.
I like a little quiet really quickly to pull this off. No, I missed it. I tried to do a trick where like you blow up the hot bomb, then you get the missile tank and go through this before it reappears, and it's really fun. You can't make any mistakes. And I missed shooting the block out, so I missed that. I got that in practice today too, darn it. So right there you saw me do a wall jump again because you have a higher horizontal speed and you can just jump over the red enemies. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. The boss coming up is Azabi. His name is Azabi. I'm not sure where you got these things. I think we got them from like a Japanese player's guide or something like that. But yeah. How? I'm gonna get the missile. You can shoot a missile through that little guy. But anyways, so Idor. This Idor hates me, and it normally hits. Oh whoa!
2.
Only 1 beam. That's not bad. That one normally gives me 3 or 4 beams, for some reason.
All right, we're gonna go with like 30 jumps here, I guess.
Yeah, this boss is completely random. How many jumps he wastes is random. So 1, 2,
I'm going for 10.
3. Yeah, you just guess. Between 3 to 12. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Right here. Which is why I shoot an extra missile to cover for that. So execution-wise, that fight was actually that wasn't perfect. I missed the sweet spot. But I mean, otherwise it was fine.
High jump authorized.
Yeah, seven wasted jumps, 7 wasted jumps, double. Besides the sweet spot, that was fine. I'm gonna safety save. by the way, because you never know what happens. I'm obviously not going to do anything that might kill me soon. See, that's what I tried to do right there, because I'm bored. Why is it so hard to save?
We have a $25 donation from Heather Hawley, who says hashtag Animal Crossing speedrun. We have a $20 donation from Garrett Lieberman. This $20 is to get in for that Metroid cast poster, but also towards Zost's hand cam. If you've never seen the Master of Many Grips in action, it's something special. Good luck for the rest of the marathon, and thanks for representing such a
I got lucky. I got lucky.
Got the skip.
Yeah, so that saves several seconds, like around. It depends on what you do, but if you just charge in there like I did, you have to avoid touching the SAX itself, by the way, because that will kill you in one hit, even with 490 on health. So you want to get hit by the ice beam and the super missile, which does exactly 300 damage. And it's probably not actually random, but it basically is. Probably depends on which pixel you're at and stuff, how far you are from it. So like roughly half the time, it'll start shooting you after you get run through it. And you only have to dodge one beam, but you can jump over the ice beam with the spin jump. And I could do that roughly 70-80% of the time. I kind of wish it did so I can show it off and look cool, but oh well. I didn't die, I'm happy.
Adam doesn't authorize you to look cool.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, even if you get hit by that ice beam, if you don't have Varia suit and you get hit by ice beam, you're left with 1 HP. And since if you run left with the strategy I did and it freezes you, it has to run left for some reason, because it thinks it has to be close by to shoot you with a super missile. So by the time it shoots a super missile, you have a very small time window to dodge the super missile because you're thawed. So you can actually survive even if you get hit by the extra ice beam with that strat. So it's rare for me to actually die there. Granted, doing the rest of Sector 2 and Sector 4 with 1 HP sucks, but it's definitely doable. Like, it's not that strong. You could refill, but that wastes like 10 seconds. Oh my god. I don't know how long
$20
it takes.
donation from Anti-Jalapa. Fusion has kind of a special place in my heart, as it was one of the few games I tried to speedrun as a kid, albeit pretty horribly. Also can't resist the chance of getting that sweet Metroid cast poster, as I've got nothing to decorate my apartment walls. So sad. Donation reader gets to choose where this goes, and it's going
Save
to
animals.
100% Super Metroid.
It's a donation
I said,
reader.
oh, donation reader. Okay. I thought they said to player.
Nope.
Something I want to go over before I'm done with the navigation room, because it's coming up very soon. Something called a jump extend. So in Fusion and Zero Mission to some extent too, in Fusion, anytime you break out of your spin, you kind of stop in the air for a bit. And that gives you a tiny bit of extra distance. And it's surprisingly very useful in Fusion because it helps you make some really precise jumps or like avoid grabbing ledges and stuff. You'll see me do that very soon. Because a jump I'm going to do soon, to avoid grabbing the ledge, it has to be pixel perfect, but if I do a few jump extends, then I can cover for that right here. And that was a very bad jump, so I had to do 3 jump extends. So that saves frames. And right here, you also have something called a pseudo screw attack, where if you have a charge beam and you jump into an enemy, spin jump into an enemy, it takes damage.
Real screw attack is one way to go.
Yeah.
Doing screw attack before you even had it.
Oh, frick. I have not missed that in a while.
We have a comment
If
from
you do the jump
Paraxade.
extend task style, you can use it to one wall jump.
You have to use bombs in the middle to get height.
No, I've seen it.
You have to use bombs. You don't get height from jump extends.
No, one wall jump.
You do not get height from
You
jump
make it back
extends.
to the wall.
Blue glass.
I've seen it.
You use bombs in the middle for the most part. I'm not sure. I don't quite remember. I think you use bombs for the most part because it's a lot faster.
It's faster if you do bombs, but it's doable without.
I don't quite remember off the top of my head, but yeah.
We do have a $5 comment from Paraxade. Hey Kirbymastah, it's Parax. Good to see you're actually on camera this time. Good luck on Fusion, don't fall down.
Oh, screw you. Something I'm doing that you probably missed me, might have noticed, I don't know, it's hard to notice, but in Fusion, oh, that was close. Every time you have your beam charged, you can use the R button to shoot it. And what that does is you shoot your beam, but that doesn't affect like Samus's current physical state or whatever. Like you don't break out of your spin, you don't stop climbing and stuff like that. So you see me use it a few times on like the 2 crowds and 2 rooms ago. So I don't stop in the air. So you're gonna see me do it a few times right here. Right here. That was the R shot right there. R shots are really important for space boosting. And by the way, you cannot R shoot in Zero Mission. It's unfortunate, but you cannot, which sucks.
To anyone watching right now, please, if you want to help support our stream and you can't do financially, or if you are supporting financially as well, please plug us on social media. Use hashtag SGDQ2013. Get the word out. More viewers helps us not only with more donations and just more exposure on Twitch. It also helps because Twitch is going to match our viewer peak.
Can I have a little quiet, by the way?
with
Sorry.
donations.
That's good. I use the sound to determine what pattern he's going to do. Good.
Nice.
Okay, but that was perfect.
Perfect.
That was literally a perfect fight. Sweet spot, 2 double missiles, 2 hit KO. So, yeah. So what happened is, I killed Ceres in 2 hits, because that's 50 HP. Charge Beam does 20 damage, if you hit it with the full hit. The Flare does 6 damage. So 26 damage total. So you pretty much have to hit it with point-blank shots, and it's a lot harder than it looks. You have to be like right up in its face to hit with the entire Charge Beam and the Flare at the same time. So I knew what pattern he was going to do right after he went straight, because if he goes left to right, he always does some kind of dive around like this. So, and he generally does patterns in like sets of 2 or something like that. I'm not sure how to describe it. Like for example, if he zigzags left to right, he's always going to go right to left with a high dive. And you can predict, and I have strategies for like how to hit him in every pattern, which is why I needed some quiet so I can determine what patterns he's going to do and predict where it will be. So that's 1 jump extend right there. Alright, so something about that missile right there was a curved missile. So when you shoot a missile, your Samus's current velocity is kind of added to it. So if you shoot a missile while running, like right here, it's curved pretty much. Kind of goes in a curve. So it has its niches. It's not very useful, but it does have a few interesting perks. Yes, that was good. It's kind of hard to get that jump without grabbing the ledge. Something about speed boosting also is shine sparking is slow in this game, like relatively. Like it's overrated, I should say. Like it is fast, but there is like an entire second of startup and like another second or 2 of bonk. So like if you shine sparking for a short distance is very slow actually, unless you're in water, right? Like right here, that saves like 1 second. But yeah, generally you'll see me do strategies where instead of shine sparking, I'm gonna do like a jump with the speed boost, or even better, a space boost. So if you're ever wondering after I do like some kind of speed boosting why I'm not doing a shine spark, the answer is it's faster at what I'm doing, basically. So yeah.
We have a $50 donation from Michael G. Huge thanks to all the runners for such a great cause. Wish I had the time to do what you all do. And we have a $10 donation from Brandon Haney. Shoutouts to Kirbymastah for being a great dude. It was
Thanks.
this guy who encouraged me to start speedrunning both Fusion and Zero Mission. While I might not be the best at it, I have fun doing it, and I owe that to you, Kirby. Thanks a lot. Put this donation to Runner's Choice.
Save the animals. Yeah, I also run Zero Mission, though I'm not quite as good at it as I am at Fusion. But Spidey Whitey is like the guy for Zero Mission. Like, Spidey Whitey is to Zero Mission as Bowser's to Fusion.
He's the only one who's gotten sub 51 for 100%.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think only one person has 52 minute, which is Sam the Digital for 100% Zero Mission. And the next 2 people are, I think, is 5348 by ZX and 5351 by me. So it's like Fusion and Zero Mission are probably the only pair of Metroid games where like being good at one helps a lot with the other, because like other Metroid games like are so different. Even Prime 1 and 2 are really different in speedrunning, which I run those as well. And Prime 3, but it's Prime 3.
We have a $25 donation from Vinay Sharpishkar. So it says, Vuligen here. Kirby's Fusion run is exactly as good as I was expecting.
Thanks.
Looking forward to the rest of tonight's action-packed lineup. Keep it up, everyone. We have a $10 donation from Sasha Wilhelm, who says, Melmoth here, donating $10 to the iDoor Force, since posting it in chat counts as spam. Hope Kirby has luck with his runs. His choice where the $10 go.
Save the animals. So there's a frame perfect shine charge I can do. Right there, but I missed it. But you don't want to do it for 100% though. It's only for any percent and 1%. Why? Because there's a missile tank here. Right here. Yes, got the jump. That jump is a lot harder than it looks. To be able to break those blocks and fall through. Because if you're too late, you're gonna land too far left. That was close.
Barely.
That was close. And if you're too far right, well, you're gonna land on the right edge too. So, level 2 doors are unlocked.
We have a $5 donation from Seth Townsend, who says, "Sup Kirby, Rust45 here, hoping to see you dominate some fusion. Your commentary has been going godlike and using this money any way you want that isn't saving the animals."
I'm trying to think what other donation incentives there are.
Name one of the characters in Final Fantasy. There's only like 11 of them.
This is the room you have to climb for Bob.
1% Super Metroid.
Yes! Okay, I thought I did that block too early. There we go. Okay, so yeah, as Blue Glass said, Bob is coming up right here. This is Bob, the missile tank that is collected at 1%, which is basically
Hi
impossible.
Bob, everyone.
Hi Bob.
Hi, Bob.
I pulled a Kirby. I missed a bomb. So there's a lot of strategies you can do in Fusion. A few strategies you can do in Fusion because during item acquisition messages, things like bombs and power bombs do go off. So like Bob right there, I messed it up, but you could put a bomb right like just before getting Bob, so the bomb goes off during the
Okay, let's
the
see if you get
acquisition.
this.
That's not too bad so far.
We have a $20 donation from Justin Svetlik, who says, "Enjoying the stream, keep up the great work." We have a $15 donation from Nebek.
Yes!
Nice.
Yes! That
Who
is almost
says-
frame perfect.
Nabaxo here. "Hey Kirby, can I get a dance game on stream? Hashtag MV game and put my $15 to save the animals, you heartless jerks."
Alright, so something important to notice. I did activate box. The trigger to the box fight is one space to the right of the trigger for the rumbling, which is weird. So I touched exactly the trigger for the box fight, but not the trigger for the rumbling.
I could have sworn there was supposed to be rumbling. I was wondering what was going on.
Yeah, so it's like if you do it perfectly, there's no rumbling.
And that's one of those points you were talking about where shine sparking is slower.
Yeah, that is one spot where I think Shine Sparking is half a second slower than doing what I did there. Perfect. The only way I could speed that up is if I squeeze in 3 missiles on the first round right after he jumps. But I was a bit slow on grabbing the ladder. But that was fine. That's like whatever. As long as I get him before he tosses the second bomb, that's fine. About the box fight, that was pretty straightforward except for one thing I wanted to mention. There's a charge beam I use, and it's not there for damage. Remember that the charge beam is 2 parts. Like, it's actually 2 shots put into one. Like, you can tell whenever I shoot a wall, there's like 2 blips, and I don't know why I didn't charge my beam there. I was demonstrating charge beam. I blame the chat. I'm joking. Anyways, so the entire point is that if you hit box immediately, he starts jumping. Otherwise, he's going to walk all the way to the left and then bunk into a wall. And you want him to start jumping so you can get in the perfect position to shoot missiles. And hitting him with the missile is harder because, well, missiles is only 1 hitbox, whereas the charge beam is 2. So that's why I use like a charge beam and a missile at the very first shot for box.
We have a $5 donation from Chad Gordon. It says, "Good luck to all the Metroid runners. I have to ask, why are you wearing sunglasses indoors non-ironically?"
Because it looks cool.
For UV protection.
UV protection. No, it's protection from Adam. Stay away from me, Adam.
We have a $20 donation
Run
from
so
Robbie
hard, that's
Trafananko. Sorry, probably got that very wrong. "NB4 4-shot every eye door. Can we see some Jagger strats? Also, good luck in cleanup. Love, Aftershock."
I'm not spoiling anything, but you will see some Jagger strats. Jagger G is a fusion. Jagger G, you should follow him, by the way. Is JAGGERG. He's somewhere in the chat, probably. You should follow him. He's someone who's commonly races fusion into your mission, and he's definitely the best at fusion after me, Bios, and Biospark, and he's very swag.
He's the best at getting useless tricks that are definitely not worth it for speedrunning, but just look cool.
Yeah. Although, like,
For marathons.
he's kind of like the Tri-X. So, like, one thing I forgot to mention is that after you beat... This doesn't apply for 100% because you have to get 2 missile tanks after it. But after you beat Ceres, you can go back left, and you can infinite wall jump on a single wall if you're underwater without gravity suit. And what you can do is get out of the Ceres tank backwards, and that's... You get out of it backwards by doing a series of really hard underwater jumps, and a wall jump out of it. But it's actually really hard and saves a few... It does save a few seconds, though, but it's really hard. Jagger G is someone who always goes for it, unless it's 100%.
We have a $20 donation from Benjamin Litwack, who says, "Put this toward trying to kill the animals in Metroid Fusion."
That's not
So-
exactly possible.
I
You
think
could try though.
that means we can assume he wants us to save the animals in Super
Oh,
Metroid.
how did I miss that? Oh my god.
That is a fair assumption because they'll have to be here in Fusion.
I don't know how I missed that. I'm supposed to jump there, but
Kirby, could you like drop a bomb in the animal area and try and blow them up?
I could just put down a power bomb for fun.
All he said is that you have to try.
Sure, why not?
You
Okay.
don't have power bombs yet when you do that.
Something to note is that I put a bomb on the left wall for setup, so I can, because we'll take, as Dragon Dart said, bombs take forever to blow up. Give me a sec. Yes, got the strat. Okay, so, actually I'll go to what this happened in this room. So that's the fastest strat for that room, doing what I did. If you just shoot it to only 2 blocks above, you're gonna land on the bottom block, and that wastes like a second probably. The other strat you can do is I think what Dragon Fangs does, I don't know if he still does it, is just shoot the bottom block, run into the blue Corex, and get damage boosted into the wall, and that's like a half second slower than what I just did. But it's a lot easier and consistent. Although you probably don't want to do that for 1%. So I think the blue X are like 70 or 80 damage.
80.
Something like that, yeah. Okay, so what was I talking about before? I forgot. Oh well, whatever.
You were talking about Jagger G.
And how he was super awesome and we should all follow him.
In any case, we
Yes!
do have a
Oh,
$10
frick.
donation from Andrew Lucier,
Wolverine, go!
who says, "Hey guys, shout out to
I got the
Metroid
bomb at the
runners.
same time as Sax, so I'm happy with that.
Big bomb. Okay, I'm done. Speedrun done.
Give me a second for
Okay.
quiet. Okay, I'm fine. That room is really hard to optimize because all 3 of those worms, there's basically 8 different combinations of those worms because they have 2 different movements each, and you have to react and kill all of them, or maybe not kill any of them, depending on what they do, and you have to pretty much react instantly. Oh my god, these guy doors! I think I'm honestly at record pace. This is a really good run. This is a really good run so far. Okay, so I killed Sarah. This Mega X has 100 health. So remember, charge beam with the flare does 26 damage. So there's a reason why I'm taking damage on purpose, so I can get inside of it and hit it with the flare. And that was perfect. That was not a double. That was a double. What the? I pressed
That was a
B2.
whiff.
That was a complete whiff. 2 doubles though, I'm fine with that.
By the way, some guy just came in and asked us if we were doing a League of Legends tournament. Everyone, make that not the case. Go tell your friends to watch us instead of the LCS, so we can be the biggest on Twitch. Thank you
Alright,
very
so
much.
what I'm doing here is luck based. It looks cool, that's why I'm doing it, but I will not do this in a serious run. Yes, okay.
Nice.
Nice.
It's random because the puffer has to be in the right spot. This saves a little bit it doesn't save that much time because you have to wait for it and also climb up this room in the first place. But it does skip climbing up this room
What
twice.
YOLO strats?
And it looks cool, that's why I did it. I will not go for it in a serious run though, because if you go for it and you miss it, you'll just wasted a crap ton of time. So yeah, right there.
We do have a $10 donation from Andrew Lucier, who says, "Hey guys, shoutouts to the Metroid runners for playing the best games. Put half of this towards Mighty Final Fight because it's the mightiest and most powerful game,
Okay.
and the other $5 towards Ryan Davis for the Dark Souls file name. Rest in peace, Studer."
So the AI of those blue X actually kind of shows that they have some form of intelligence because as soon as you get various suit, they're like, we don't want any part of that anymore.
Well, I still want to prove it for one room, and then once you start absorbing him, in the next room, then they start running away, which is, I think, really cool.
Yeah, it's a really neat touch they added in this game. I probably missed that. Yeah, I did. So that bomb I did put on the right side is to get an energy tank. On my next visit, much later, yeah. So that's quite a few things I do for setup in 100%, which is pretty neat. It's the strategies like that I really like. Missed it. There was a shine charge I could have done there. It's actually a bit slower according to Biospark and Dragon Fangs, but it looks cool. Oh well. Whatever. Can't get everything.
We have a $10 donation from Cameron Manson, who says, "Wake up that lazy shrine maiden Reimu. Also, put this to runner's choice."
Save animals. I'm pretty sure a lot less people start saying runner's choice after I announce that.
And we have $9 from Victor Blanche, who says, "Metroid Fusion hype. My favorite childhood GBA game. I've been looking forward to this run since I saw it on the schedule. Also, shoutouts to Team Liquid and TLP. You guys are awesome." We have a $5 donation from Jonathan Cockcroft, who says, have $5 for one of my favorite games in the series, Fusion. Good luck, Kirby, and remember to run away from evil Metroid.
Thank you.
Also, right now we are top on Twitch.
Nice!
Wow, nice. Dang it, I was just taking like a 10-second nap too.
Jeez,
Nope.
Raymond's clapping
That's too
too,
far.
see?
Oh, I got it.
No more naps.
Yeah, this is one annoying.
This isn't a League of Legends tournament. No
This
naps.
is something really annoying about running Fusion, as much as I love the game. One, the conversations, and two, the elevators and the transitions between sectors. They really kill the pacing of the run.
See, I like those because that's the only way I can catch up on donations.
Yeah, that's in this case it's good. Yeah.
Speaking of which, we have another $10 from Charles Griffin, who says, Kirbymastah, what are you doing? Get off camera.
Shut up, Miles.
We have $14.88 from Mohammed Ben Sakrain, who says, hey guys, chilling on my sofa and just cracked open a dew. Loving this Metroid run.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the problem is if you mess that up, then that guy will snipe you right there. Because timing's off.
Also, if you're just joining us, this is a charity fundraiser. We are raising money for Doctors Without Borders, international humanitarian medical organization who provides free medical care overseas in over 60 countries
Wow.
to people suffering from armed conflict, epidemics, malnutrition, exclusion from healthcare, and natural disasters.
Please don't troll. Please don't troll me. Please don't troll me. Good. That was my fault. I should have shot it. So I was saying please don't troll me because it's rare, but what happens if you start running really closely to the right is that the blue X might be in the way of the waiver. And you won't be able to shoot the waiver because it will hit the blue X and it's stunned. So you'll get hit by the waiver. But it's only happened to me like twice. I think I don't know how often it's happened to Dragonfangs, but it's happened to me only twice, and I will keep doing it because it's probably saves like 1 second over running all the way to the left.
Alright, so reverse ice missiles, right?
What is that? I'm not doing anything, YOLO.
Oh, no reverse
Obviously.
missiles?
It's been brought to my attention that we have not done a roll call for this game.
We'll start again with that, please.
Dragon Dark.
Kirbymastah.
Sneaky. Flip. Nice blood.
Blue glass.
And Raymond.
Oh.
I missed it. I'll go for it 2 more times.
Oh, and I am Johan Hautzer reading the donation comments.
So what I'm trying to do is a frame perfect shine charge. Because if you press down the frame you land. That was late. If you press down the frame you land, then you can do a shine charge. So
Doing this pause buffering stuff.
It's like you're playing Zelda or something.
unlike Zelda, it's really hard to pause buffer frame by frame, unfortunately.
No.
Nah, one more try. I'll go for it once. One more time.
No pause buffering.
I'll go for without pause buffering then.
Might as well at this point.
I might as well, yeah.
If this is the one that works, $10.
20. That'll be 30 from us.
Nice!
Wait, hold on. It's not over. It's not over.
Not over.
I have to actually get the spark.
But the charge worked is the weird.
I'm fine.
You got it.
There you go.
Alright, here's 2
So 4th try.
Save the
So
animals.
4th try without the pause buffer strats.
that saves 1 in-game second. Yeah, so it's obviously worth it. Messing up does not cost so much time, obviously.
I have $5 from Henning Gronbeck, who says, here is $5 for a great cause. I will donate 5 more if Kirbymastah can be quiet for 1 whole minute. Not that I find his constant talking annoying, I just think it will be a really hard challenge for him. Greetings from Varg
You want to start the timer?
I'll get it.
Okay, give me a sec. That's bad luck, by the way. Okay, go.
Okay.
What's up, Kirbymastah? How you doing?
Someone else want to do some commentary?
So I heard everyone likes killing the animals. I don't think anyone in here is really opposed to that. I mean, if they were, they'd probably be talking about it right now.
I have $10 from Martin Dorrington. Love what you guys do and want to contribute with what little I have. Kirby is one of my favorite streamers, so put this toward whatever he wants, failing that, saving the animals.
Actually,
Good
just
luck
like
on the
the-
run and get that 105.
It's killing the animals, I think. Isn't that right, Kirby? Like kill the animals.
You would have saved me in this place.
Yeah, I think that's killing the animals.
Definitely killing me.
We have $20 from Braden Rossum, who says, I never really played Metroid growing up, but I've gotten very into the franchise in the past few years. Thank you for the great runs. Money goes to Blue Glass's choice.
And they already asked me about that.
Okay, you're good.
I hate myself so much. So what I just did is I was taking the same path as normal path, so my mind instinctively thought I'm getting ice missiles again. So that's why I went into that room again.
By the way, emergency in Sector 3.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, let me list it again. I think it's saying emergency in Sector 3.
Wait, hold on,
Let-
Adam,
let the
what's going
navigation-
on, Adam?
What's
Can you
going
let
on?
us know?
Adam, tell us.
Oh, there's an emergency in Sector 3 apparently.
I didn't know.
I thought she was saying ham and cheese in nature.
I thought you were saying we should go to Waffle House.
Ray was surprised.
Ooh, Waffle House.
I love waffles.
Bring that waffles.
We have $20 from Brandon Miller. You guys are putting on a great show as always. Shoutouts to the Anime FGC.
Syrup authorized.
And another $20 from Skylar Vielweber, who says, loving the Metroid Fusion run. I've literally missile bombed and screw attacked every corner of this game, trying for 100% myself. Happy to see how it's finally done here. $20 to save the animals to keep the game canon.
Yes. Something to mention. A lot of people think ice missiles suck, and they do less damage to super missiles because they don't want to KO enemies. I think, if I'm right on this, it's similar to Super Metroid that Ice Beam in Super Metroid doesn't one-hit KO a lot of enemies, but it does actually more damage. And the ice missiles are the same effect. Like a lot of enemies you don't one-hit KO. But they do more damage though. So like normal missiles do 10 damage, supers do 30, ice missiles do 40, diffusion missiles, which suck by the way, do 45. And ice missiles are very useful in this game. I think Dragon Fang thinks I overestimate how awesome they are, but I think he's wrong. So if he says that, I said everything he says is correct. Besides that, I'm calling out to you, Dragon Fangs. What did I do there?
Good job.
Okay.
So what that strat was supposed to
She
do,
was remembering from Metroid 1.
what that strat was supposed to do, is be able to reach the top without ledge grabbing. Because like normally you can just shoot the stretchy from like the door, but that means it's not stretched out, so you can't reach the top without grabbing the ledge. And what I was supposed to do would save 20 frames.
Guys, we just passed 80,000.
How many viewers are we at, by the way? What? That was bad luck. How many viewers are we at?
I'm looking. We're at almost exactly 30,000.
Oh my god.
Nice.
This is very good idle luck so far.
Twitch with their $50 per 1,000 at max. If this was our max and 30K, what would we be at? $1,500 from Twitch, I think. If I'm doing my math right.
It's 50 for 100.
Yeah, it'd be 50,
For
it'd be
100,
1,500.
So it's 1,500.
Yeah, 1,500. And that's if
Keep
this was
spreading
our
the
max,
word,
so
guys.
we
Pump that
guys-
viewer count. Twitch will donate even more.
That was almost
get more
perfect.
people watching.
We've actually been at 33,000.
Darn it all.
Dang.
People, bring your friends. Hashtag SGDQ 2013.
Alright,
Make 'em
so
watch.
425,
wide beam,
not bad.
it's whatever. One beam, I guess that's not too bad, I guess. I did lose a few seconds, but it's fine.
Ah, Fusion, you recover the wide beam ability you never had.
Yeah, I know. Wait, what's this thing called Spacer Beam again? I pressed the opposite buttons. Oops.
We have a $5 donation from Michael De Benede, who says, Madtas here, you might have to take off those sunglasses. I think the stream keeps crashing because it cannot handle your swag. Good luck with your runs today and Monday. Put this money towards Save the Animals.
Thank you, Mattas. Oh, well, I barely avoid that flame. I'm gonna go for this trick. Yes! That saves probably like 5 frames or something.
Nice. Save the frames.
Ooh,
That was a nice
more
damage.
saved,
That was
more frames
perfect.
saved.
That was perfect. Okay, give me a few seconds of quiet, please. That. Oh my god. I never hit it from beneath before. That's never happened before. Yay! There goes the first one of the run. But besides that obvious mess up, that's pretty much how the run's supposed to go. It's one of the hardest climbs in the game.
Hey, Bob. Hi, Bob.
No, Bob isn't there anymore.
It's inside Samus' arm cannon.
Actually, fun fact: if you go past, is it after you kill Box or is it?
It's after the box is triggered, I think. Dragon Fangs can confirm that. But basically,
Bob disappears if you didn't get it.
yeah, because I think that the right side of that room becomes a broken door. So whatever room state whenever that door turns broken, I guess right when you get super missiles, that's when Bob disappears, because I think Bob is tied to the actual room state.
Yeah.
By the way, guys, we are getting a high volume of donations right now, so we are getting all your donations and comments. We may not have time to read them all. This is a really good problem to have. Thank you, and keep it up.
Wow, there's no Super Metroid runners here. I'm sad. I don't think there
We have
are.
a $10 donation
used to speedrun
from
Super Metroid.
Toffer Moore, who says, Fusion was my first Metroid game and holds a special place in my heart, although I wish it wasn't canon. Super excited for this 100% run, and good luck, Kirby. Put my money towards 100% Super Metroid.
Yeah, I'm disappointed that no Super Metroid runners are here, because they're about to see me save the animals. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to try to kill them, right?
Oh yeah.
Try. Okay, I'll try that.
Put down as many bombs as possible.
We have a $20 donation from Brian Stewart, who says, Kirbymastah, keep up the good work with Metroid Fusion. Your future is so bright, you gotta wear shades. Call Sarah McLaughlin, you've got to save the animals.
That was almost perfect. Oh, save the frames. I'm obviously not going to do anything interesting to here. I'm just going to go up and save the animals. I'm not doing anything
Okay.
special with this giant charge.
We have $20 from Ryan Vogt, who says, Hi everyone, Poxnor here. I'm sad that I haven't had time to watch so far, since I'm in the middle of a move to Vancouver at this very moment. Please put this $20 towards naming the Final Fantasy IV twins Poxnor and Puexel, because it's a clever in-joke. Let's see how many of you witty types can rally behind that suggestion. Thank you,
Oh.
Poxnor.
You are getting power bombs.
I sequence broke the game! Oh my god! I got power bombs early! By the way, you can't use them.
Right. Because
Oh.
Fusion.
Yeah, it's better than Zero Mission though. Like Zero Mission, if you can hack the game to give yourself gravity soup and stuff, and you didn't do the suitless section yet, and you go to a power bomb tank in Norfair, you just go through it. You can't get it. In Fusion, you can get. There's like 4 or 5 power bomb tanks you can get. Most of them are TAS only. Give me a sec for concentration.
We have...
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Let's grab whatever.
No.
That's really hard to pull
Well, you
off.
screwed it up. Never mind.
Yeah. No applaud. I still need a bit of quiet.
Nice.
There we go.
Look at that. No pause buffering. Now you're doing it like a man.
Yeah, I don't pause for those shines.
Remember, kill them.
Oh yeah.
Or try to kill them.
Oh, you gotta use power bombs. No. Oh, there's a hoop up there. I'm gonna try to put a bomb there. That's not perfect.
Destroy their entire city.
I'm gonna destroy the playground.
Just as good.
Okay. I think they're dead.
Oh,
We
they
have
came,
a-
what, they just came back.
We have a $5 donation from
I want you to die.
Petri Karvanen, who says, Yo Kirby, how dare you speak ill of the Zero Mission Charge Beam? Don't you remember all the fun times you've had together? For this reason, I will uncanonize Fusion by killing the animals in Super Metroid. Good luck with the rest of the run, man.
Thank you.
But Mohawk Ostrich.
None can defeat Mohawk Ostrich.
It's called Decora.
That actually sounds like a boss from the Mega Man X series.
So I never explained this, but basically, I already mentioned how it works in Zero Mission. You cannot get power bomb tanks early. You just go through them. In Fusion, you can get them early, but you can't use them until you get the main power bomb. So like when I get the main power bomb, I normally start with 10 power bombs, but I'm gonna start at 12 because I got that early power bomb tank. It's actually slower to do what I did. I just did it because it looks cool. So, and it's kind of on the way, and because I do it, I get to show off hopefully another really cool shine spark at the very end. Well, right before Sax. So, we'll see how that goes.
We have a $15 donation from Yannick Siegel, who says, Enjoying the run so far, but I can't believe that saving the animals is so far behind. So my donation goes to saving the animals.
Always save the animals. Yes.
But in Fusion, you can't beat bosses early.
You can fight Notori early. Notori is the Chozo plant that gives you Plasma Beam. You
Yeah.
can fight him early.
Yeah,
In
but
TAS.
it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything. What you do if you do that after getting high jump is the game says level 1 doors unlocked or something like that. I don't quite remember. Because what happens in Fusion is that Fusion runs on the event trigger system, so everything has to happen in a perfect sequence. So like you cannot do anything out of order pretty much. And you generally can't go to any areas in the game anyway, so like it's really not that big of a deal unless you're tassing. And even TAS can't do that much. So like Fusion is really robust, and even though it is kind of silly that happens, like even if you do something out of order and you talk to Adam sometimes, you get something like end target terminated or something as a dump message, but that's pretty much impossible to do in console. So all the quote-unquote fake breaks you can do in Fusion are almost impossible to do on console, so it's not really too big of a deal.
Programmed in, if you talk to Adam at some point where you're not supposed to be able to, he just yells at you.
We have $20 from Marcus
Sequence
Combs,
breaking, not
who says,
authorized.
"Great run, Kirby. Let's save them animals." And $15 from Liam Kearns, who says, "Rev up those donations because Zost wants to play 100% Super Metroid."
Except the term sequence break didn't exist.
Oh yeah, so I think someone asked me what I wanted to donate to besides Save the Animals,
And it's definitely not
I think,
authorized.
right?
That was a while ago, yeah.
I wanted to donate to, frick, let me see if I can get this. That was close. I'm not sure if I can still get this. There we go. I want to donate for Zosty 100%. If it's for that one specific donation. So if someone asks player's choice, that's not Save the Animals, then 100% Super Metroid. By the way, what I had to do for that start of the shine, what I was supposed to do is hybrid my beam charge, but I forgot to. Because if I had my beam charge, I could pseudo screw attack the enemy on the left wall and not worry about it. But instead, I had to use strats I used like 5 or 6 months ago that I barely remember how to do, and just try to jump between 2 bullets.
I mean, that's how I always do it.
Yeah.
Those power bombs you got earlier are now useful.
Yes.
They're not authorized to be used.
They are now
Come
authorized.
fight would be nice.
Pesky Adam.
Oh, one more jump extend would have made it. One more jump extend. That was really close. That
We
jump
have-
is really dangerous. As you can tell, I lose so much time if I miss it.
We have $15 from Sam Fox, who says, "Loving how thoroughly the runners are explaining out what they're doing. Metroid is my favorite series, and it's awesome watching you guys kill the animals, Deer Force."
Yeah, I'm surprised there have been no bad Idor, so there has probably not been enough Idor Force.
The first one was the worst.
The first one was worse. 4 is not even that bad for their first Idor, honestly. There's obviously nothing going to happen here. I'm just going to power bomb here. I don't know why the music changed. Someone is shooting at me. Oh, too
scary
bad.
music.
Too bad.
Oh no,
Goodbye.
you didn't let it open the door for you.
Okay, so that power bomb is very specific. You have to plant it really high to clear both the ladder here and also this tunnel right here. So it has to be very high.
Nice.
And it's, I mean, with the strategy used, it's really easy and consistent, but before that, it took me a while to figure out how to do it quickly.
We have
That was a really good climb.
$7.50 from Jesse Niemanen, who says, Hi guys, it's greetings from Finland. It's my first time watching SDA, and so far I've enjoyed this a lot. It seems like you guys could do these runs blindfolded. Keep up the good work."
We do some of the runs blindfolded.
Frick. Oh yeah, so the room coming up here for a power bomb tank is stuff you'll see. It's probably one of the easiest rooms in the game for me. But I'm probably gonna regret saying that. But it's basically a taste of what you'll see during cleanup, which is the hardest part of the run. Yeah, I'd probably say it's considerably harder than Nightmare 1%. But I mean, this is not too hard, honestly. Watch me mess this up. There we go.
Yeah, so all of those are crumble blocks.
Yeah, they're all pretty much wherever you see the combo blocks. Those I missed that because I was explaining stuff. So the pairs of combo blocks you saw, those are pretty much the edges of the combo blocks. Everything in between is a combo block. So yeah, power bombs and fusion are very useful. By the way.
Especially since you get way more than you'd ever need.
Yeah, and you get them a lot earlier than
No,
your
you
mission.
need every one of those.
Also, yeah, yes, I do. Also, there's a missile tank here, but I'm getting it during cleanup. In case you're wondering. Someone might have asked what. There's an E-tank in Sector 3 that I didn't get. That's on the way. I'm getting that during cleanup as well, because I have screw attack by then. Because you're supposed to use bombs to get that E-tank, which is slow. But if you have screw attack, you can just screw attack the blocks around it.
We have $10 from Daniel Miller. Says, "I am donating for every run that has good, interesting commentary." Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
These runs are much more interesting when the audience understands what is going on and why. Keep up the good work. Let's have some great commentary to keep this guy donating.
The one thing I want to say about commentary, sometimes it's really difficult to get all the commentary in because you're just doing things too damn fast.
Yeah, that's,
You do one thing and then you start doing another, you're still trying to explain the previous one, and it's like, do I stop explaining the previous one and just start with the new one, or do I keep explaining the old one and not explain
case
the
in
new
point,
one?
Arachnus. I spent like an entire 5 minutes explaining everything that went on in that fight.
Yeah. So it's kind of an art form
Hi, Ridley.
and a balance on how to actually do it well. Well, that's not going to turn out bad.
Unfortunately. That might be too high. No, that's fine. So that power bomb can really troll you. because sometimes it'll like a few random blocks will not get cleared, and you have to plant another bomb or power bomb. It's really annoying. This room is one of the worst rooms in the game because it's random, especially at 1% because those spitters dropping stuff is random and they do around 80 damage. And you can probably derp like I just did and forget to shoot a charge beam, but whatever.
Thankfully, 100% doesn't have to
Worry.
Doesn't have to worry about speed booster here.
Yeah, like 1% is the only category where you have to get the speed boost there. Any percent you don't have to worry because like that's fine. Any percent doesn't really matter because you do lose time if you don't get the speed boost, but getting the missile tank does save time for 2 bosses, so it minimizes how much time you lose.
Whatever. You might die to Yakuza.
Yeah.
If you're just joining us, you're watching Summer Games Done Quick, hosted by Speed Demos Archive, a host for speedruns for over 800 games, with forums and a strategy wiki to assist runners with learning how to run games. We also are being assisted by members of Speedruns Live, a huge speedrunning community that features streams of speedrunners of all varieties, and especially racing. They are the premier speedrunning racing community.
I'll go Adam was asking there. So, do you know anything about these saved animals? What's going on with that?
I just got like thousands of dollars for that.
Someone gave us money, so we saved some animals. I don't know what's going on.
And this part
Oh, that was an accident. Sorry.
I still never try to jump over that because I always miss it. I take the really slow way and bomb it.
Yeah, that E-tank is probably the hardest part of 1%, honestly. Like, the bosses are not that big of a problem in 1%. Oh, spoilers.
They can be trolls, but...
They are not as bad as stuff like that energy tank. Because that energy tank is hard to dodge.
Yeah, I think Biospark's probably reset more for 1% runs from getting an item he didn't mean to, rather than dying.
Well, he dies a lot more from outside of bosses than actual bosses. So, if you practice bosses, you should... Oh my god, these idle love. Okay, see, this is serious. Like, actual serious time. I'll explain the fight after it.
Ooh, you're doing super.
Perfect luck. Holy crap. That was perfect. Okay, missed the second missile. That was average. That was good though. That double missile is really hard to pull off. Triple double. It's fine.
Nice.
Okay, so what happened in Yakuza? The first phase, he opens his mouth from the ceiling once you land. So as long as you scroll the screen up as you shoot missiles, you can damage him before the fight even starts. And then also, doing a crap ton of damage in the first phase does not help for the second phase, because what happens is Yakuza has 1,000 health. He enters phase 2 if he loses 500. But if he lost more than 500 before the second phase, he resets back to 500, even if he turns red. So the only way to pretty much skip the second phase is task, which is to take out 1,000 HP within the first round, which is pretty much impossible in a real run. So what happened in the space jumping phase is a ridiculously hard strategy. I got kind of unlucky, but it was average. So what you have to do is with the strategy is basically you have to hit him with the missile, and then basically predict where he'll go, and then immediately react to hit him with the missile again. So that's really hard to do, and you can tell. And also the hardest part of that boss is that his bombs that he drops can block your missiles, and it really sucks. But using missiles the way I do it is faster than using charge beam, because charge beam is slow. Charged white beam does only 45 damage if all 3 parts hits.
Now you're just having fun with the SAS.
No, I'm not. And the ice missile does 40 damage. So if you can hit more rapidly with ice missiles than charged white beam, then you want to use. Oops. I'm gonna grab. Oh, darn, I have a mic. I want to get a drink. Darn it. I don't like this mic.
So, question: why are you?
Oh, frick!
What the?
Run!
Never seen that before.
So why were you, quote unquote, wasting time there?
Because I was bored.
Oh, okay.
That was very close.
So the SAX is not supposed to shoot down like that.
What I intended for it to do is keep jumping over me when I'm warp ball there.
Oops.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Key Hunter will still go on and KO me, by the way. The Key Hunter are the most dangerous enemies in the game, pretty much.
Yeah.
Basically, the wasps, when they have their stinger out, do I think it's 128 or something?
Yeah, so they will kill me if they hit me. They will attack me. If they touch me, I'm fine. But
We have $40 from Pierre Kyrian.
whoops.
Pierre
Oh.
Kyrian, rather. We would like to create a new challenge where Meta Sigma would flex after killing every boss.
I like them quiet just so I can. That was not very good, but oh well. So I wanted some quiet time there because I need to get my rhythm down for ice missiles. Because mashing B is not very fast. Remember, ice missiles have a cooldown of 14 frames. So yeah, I want to make sure that I pretty much memorize the timing for how rapidly I can fire ice missiles, and then rhythmically do that. But as you can tell, I missed a lot of missiles, so that was not a very good fight. Also, yes, power bombs do damage. Sorry, power bombs do 50 damage, but it's not very useful 100%. Well, at least
Plenty useful in 1%.
you want to use them in 1% because charge beam is slow in general. Okay, so well, before I explain the plasma beam mechanics, yes, that was frame perfect. Okay.
Nice.
There's a recharge room, by the way. I'm really low on health and missiles, so I'm gonna
I
recharge
had
here.
no idea that was there.
But by the way, that was just, oh my god, that's the second time I've ever pulled that off. Like, you have the Shine Spark in the perfect spot and Shine Spark immediately. I don't think it's quite frame perfect, but it's close. And you have to do it at the perfect spot as soon as possible so that flying dude cancels out your bonking animation. That saves like 1 second. So that was just awesome.
I have $10 from Romain Betry, who says, "Hi, Romy from the French Restream staff team again. We're working hard on reaching $100,000 before the Secret of Evermore run for a personal challenge that Meta Sigma issued with us. We invite anyone that wants this challenge to be completed to join us. Also, we would like to create a new challenge where Meta Sigma would flex after killing every boss. Keep the donations coming and donate for DWB.
I don't
Love
think
from
you need-
France."
I don't think you need to put a challenge up for that.
Yeah.
That room I just did,
That
I
is gonna
froze the
happen
bugs
regardless.
because if you kill them, I forgot to charge my beam.
But by all means, donate for it.
If you kill the bugs early, they're gonna make the first vine grow, and you do not want that. So I froze the top bug, and the bottom bug just flies all the way to the right, so I can ignore him. And then the bottom bug, and then the right bug I kill while on my way out because I can get out before the vine grows.
Okay,
So
so question, was 1%?
yes, it was met.
It was met?
It was met.
Okay.
So you're gonna see me start spamming missiles so I can bring myself down to as low as possible.
You should have the right number of power bombs, too.
Shut up. I am not gonna bother with burning power bombs. Screw that. They are not useful in Nightmare.
You only need 10. Come on, you only have to burn 8.
They obviously damage Nightmare.
Do they?
No, they don't.
Okay.
Okay, so something to mention about Plasma Beam that's really important, actually. So Charge Beam, White Beam are really strong. Plasma Beam's better, because it deals damage per frame. For every frame it travels inside an enemy. So I think it does 9 damage per frame. 7 or 9, I forgot, for the normal beam. And it's probably 9 because there's 3 parts to it. It's 3 for each part. And the Charge Beam does 27 damage per frame. This sucks for Nightmare because,
His face stops the beam.
yeah, so it only hits him for 1 frame. So an Ice Missile does 40, remember. So an Ice Missile will do more damage to Nightmare's face than the Plasma Beam. So having Wide Beam is actually better for Nightmare because the Charged Wide Beam shot will do 45 damage at once. So,
Of course, you can't have wide beam for Nightmare.
Debug mode.
debug mode. This is what's supposed to happen before, and it's a lot easier. There we go. All the 2D Metroid games, basically Zero Mission, this game, and Super Metroid, have an epically long Shine Spark. This is the one for Fusion. You can space boost that, and it is like 2 seconds faster, but it's ridiculously hard because to space boost through a broken door, you have to be going up at the very top, or else the game will automatically put you on the ground in the next room.
The one for Zero Mission isn't so much a long shine spark as it is just holding a shine for a ridiculously long time.
Yeah, it is that.
Yeah, there are a few long ones in there.
Yeah, but
Okay, that was good.
Nothing on that scale.
So
though.
a lot happened right there. That is a lot harder than it looks because pretty much there's 4 different combinations of what the 2 pirates can do, something like that. There are if you shoot your plasma beam at 3 exactly almost pixel perfect spots, you can guarantee you'll kill both pirates no matter what their formation is, and I got that. So
We have $5 from Casper Vendersman.
I forgot to start burning
who
missiles.
says, another
I
small
get more
donation
missiles.
from Mobius
Fantastic.
Man. Not sure if you're aware, Kirby, but your shades have crashed the stream twice so far. I won't let you save the animals.
Could just not use more than 15 missiles.
That's not quite real.
Also, make sure that he doesn't get tempted.
Yeah, this is gonna be kind of boring because you guys donated for this. Whee! I might as well take some damage while doing this. These guys do 90 damage, which is plenty.
$5 from Kyle Raper, who says, Talon here, giving my best luck to Kirbymastah and his so far awesome Metroid Fusion run. Keep it up. $20 from Alan Gerard, who says, emergency in Sector 3. $25 from Rick DeWater, who says, just keep being awesome.
One more hit, dude. That's good enough, whatever. It doesn't matter, because 99 to 109, you'll die in 2 hits anyways. It doesn't matter.
Safety save.
$20 from Brian Smith, who says, need to win that Metroid poster. Also, animals must die.
So Nightmare is, when he chases you around, he has a phase where, what the hell? Yeah, it's idle luck.
Wow.
So he's gonna have to. Normally he'd be getting that energy tank right now, but he'll be coming back.
Because you guys are mean to me, I have to make that detour. No, I'm joking. I don't really need serious time. You guys can donate. You can read donation tracker.
$25 from Corey Tallman. More donations. Looking forward to all the runs tonight. We have $5 from Hennig Gronbeck. Well, Kirby's face during that 1 minute of silence made it totally worth it. Do you think you have another one in you? We have $10 from, it says, don't try to read my name, so I won't. You're guaranteed to read it wrong, so call me Vex. My friend told me about this. I have no idea what's going on, but great cause to donate toward. Also, my friend says save the animals, since I have no idea what that means. Sure, let's go with that. $10 from Jean-Paul Girard, who says, Sam the Digital here.
Hey, Sam.
Zero Mission is better, but Fusion is okay.
That's exactly what I expected to hear from Sam the Digital.
We have $20 from Martin Johnson. First SGDW I've ever seen live. Been watching all day whilst coding. Really inspirational and interesting. Never seen Metroid Fusion before. Great run and fascinating commentary.
Summer games done well.
Summer games done well, apparently. We have $5 from Hayden McCraw. A Metroid Fusion run and less than half the seats filled? I'd happily take one of those. I grew up on Metroid and I've always saved the animals, so I'll put this toward that. Looking forward to more great marathons.
There we go.
$30 from Matthew Sprain, who says, love what you guys do. This Fusion run is really entertaining and informative. Keep it up, guys.
Missile drops, come back. Thank you. So this is not quite 1%, honestly, because I took no damage. So in an actual 1% run, these will all be missile drops because I took no damage. But because I actually am not at max health, I'm not getting missile drops. So this would have been better, actually faster than a real 1% run, because I would be guaranteed missile drops. But yeah, that's 1% right there.
100% problems.
100% problems right there. Oh yeah, I have to backtrack for that E-Tank, darn it.
Oh no!
We have $5.02 from Reese Davies.
Oh, whoops.
100%. Here we go. All
get away
votes.
from
Only
me.
a real 100% run if you save the animals. Shoutouts to 502 crew. Awesome Fusion run, by the way. Loving all the information. And a $20 donation from Henry Quigley. Hey there, my name's Henry
I was trying to
Scroll
make it back
Quigley, and
up.
I'm a first-time donator, long-time watcher from the UK. My aunt actually passed away last week, and she was a sufferer of schizophrenia and depression, and she was not discriminated by doctors, so we need more like that. Put this towards the runner's choice, and I hope I win that poster or 3DS. Also, shoutouts to those FGC members like myself, not watching VXG for this. Hashtag forget the beach.
That is one of the most dangerous spots in the game for 1%.
Thank you for that.
That is
Henry,
really dangerous.
And
No, I think the fish is.
our condolences for your.
Yeah, I mean,
your
who could ever die to this fish? Who could ever die
Thank
to
you
this
for
fish coming up?
donating. This is
Right over
again
here.
going to Doctors Without Borders, providing humanitarian medical
was puppy
aid
guarding
overseas in over 60 countries. to those who cannot get it otherwise.
All right, so for some basic commentary, by the way, this room is terrible. What I just did is something called a space boost, that space jumping with speed boost. And you're going to see a lot of that in cleanup, a lot of it. You'll still see some during the main game, but you'll see a lot more in cleanup. And what that means is, oh, I just saved a few frames, by the way. Running through that frozen fish shoves you a few frames. Pixels, I mean. So while space boosting, you can open doors while space boosting, which is what I did. Pretty much you have to be holding B to charge a beam, and then R shoots, which I mentioned what R shooting does. If you weren't here before when I explained it, it's basically you shoot your charge beam without breaking out of your spin or your current stand position or whatever. And since you're space boosting, if you shoot your beam normally, you're going to stop your space boost. But if you R shoot, then you're going to keep space boosting. So it's one of the hardest tricks in the game for the most part. It's also really sexy, for lack of a better term. Zero Mission has some too, but because Zero Mission can't R-shoot, it's more limited than Fusion. But there are some really neat space boosts in Zero Mission as well. Pretty much only at 100% though. There's only like 1 or 2 in any percent.
You are not authorized to unlock level 4 doors. Adam will now yell at you.
Oh no, Adam.
So we have $10 from Alexander Sunby. Great run, Kirby, but please slow down in explaining the Germans here can't keep up due to tropical storms.
I'm sorry.
Go Waffles, the Twilight Princess save file.
There's too much going on. I have to explain so much so fast.
Yeah, this is a really dense game, so bear with us, guys. We're doing the best we can.
Didn't lose any time.
It's like I said a little while ago, it's actually really difficult to keep up with your own commentary because of how fast you're doing things.
Yeah, like Fusion and Zero Mission. Like, while Super Metroid, there is more going on in Super Metroid, I will admit. Even though I like the GBA Metroids more, there is a lot going on in Fusion and Zero Mission that a lot of people won't notice. Like right there, I did a jump right there to avoid landing, because landing loses some frames. Well, probably more like a half second or something.
$10 from Nicholas Crowder. Hi Kirby, it's so awesome to watch you running Fusion on stream again. You're my favorite streamer and inspired me to start speedrunning myself.
Thank you.
Put this donation towards Super Metroid 100%. Always good to see the community grow. Welcome, Nicholas.
I think you can read one more donation, but I'll have to call serious time soon.
$15.02 from Steven Sundberg. This Fusion commentary is too good. Have another donation. Yeah, serious time.
It's soon. It's very soon, so it's best if you don't read donations now.
We're pretty well caught up, I think.
Okay.
Getting there.
That was close. 2 Red X. Divine usually spawns Red X more often than other things. Got it. There we go. So I froze that dude on the top because if you don't, he will snipe you in the middle of your last attempt to Shine Spark. So you pretty much have to freeze him to do that consistently. I pressed left on accident.
$10 from Joshua Linowitz. Have my donation go to the reader's choice if you can read this in the most metal way possible. I am nowhere near metal, so sorry.
Secret message chime.
Yeah.
And I'm too lazy to do it. I don't know how to get. I can't do the ice missile on the way back.
I can do it on the way back.
And whatever.
Go up, run!
But yeah, you can. I'm surprised I got it within like 3 missiles.
Sorry,
that was very
Joshua.
fast. But yeah, you can get the secret message by doing. I don't know the exact details, but you have to shoot a curved missile at the exact pixel, at the perfect pixel. I got it.
Holy Grail.
That was Kira filling in for you. So Kira, I guess you can decide where that donation goes.
What?
I guess you can decide where that donation goes since you did it.
Yeah.
So that room.
Most metal thing to do.
The room I just went through with the super missile barrier, you can get that missile tech without super missiles by just doing what I did. Just do a really short jump and run before it spawns. But I mean, I have diffusion missiles, so this doesn't really matter. But it's still faster to just ignore it and just jump through really fast.
So, what was the power bomb in the last room for?
Because?
Why wouldn't you because things?
We have $100 from Alan Debury, who says, "Love the game insight and passion." Well, we love your donation. Thanks for donating to such a great cause, Alan.
He's just leaving them around for the enemy to give him a chance. Say, here, take this. Try it out.
It's no use! Take this!
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
We have
my God,
$20 from Tony Kepper.
Maximum
Hey there, you guys at SGDQ are awesome. I love the games they were played there. And it's really amazing to watch the runners play their games that perfectly.
Honestly, this run is going very well overall. There were a few bad parts, but that's unexpected. And the eye doors, oh my
In
god.
a Metroid run, perfection is a little bit subjective.
This is a very good run.
SAX laughs at your perfection.
Oh boy.
It saw through your mind games.
It actually became smart. I think the game cartridge evolved or something. It evolved into SAX Plus or something.
Epic sex guy.
$10 from Brandon Conway.
This is not Sector 4.
Kirby, Hart, keep up the good work and good commentary, Supreme.
I think Supreme. So, that mistake I made. Fun fact, it's fine. I think Dragon Darch mentioned it in his run last year. Sector 4 is the only sector where the door is on the left of the elevator. And all other sectors are on the right, which is why, for some reason, I thought it was Sector 4, so I went left instinctively without paying attention.
Good job.
Yeah. Here's another space boost with an R shot. That's an R shoot right there. So, I should not have killed that. So that's a wall I bombed a long time ago. And I don't go to that spot with screw attack because, well, why would you want to go down there again during cleanup?
Okay. Kira.
Missed the spring ball.
In a lot of cases, killing puffers is not advisable. It's better to just freeze them.
Doing that is not advisable either, shooting stuff on the ceiling. Yeah, I never mentioned this, but puffers suck in this game because, well, one, most enemies have 2 different directions they could go in that's random. Puffers have 4, so there's a lot more randomness. And also, if you damage them, as you can tell, they release a puff of smoke. So if you kill them, anywhere near them, you will take damage. So it sucks, which is why freezing them is actually better. Because you can touch them without taking damage. So hopefully, good positions here. That's perfect. And I'm going to shoot another ice missile here with cover for that puffer, right? Well, that's never happened before.
Puffer says no. Took lessons from SAX.
We have an announcement from Meta Sigma.
Whatever.
Go ahead, Meta.
Authorize eyes.
Greetings, people of the chat, everybody watching this amazing stream. I will flex and show this game.
Hold up.
What?
We just dropped some frames. So just wait for a minute.
We pause?
We're not. No, we're still up.
Okay.
Still up. Keep going.
Wait, keep going?
Okay. The thing is, sometimes we drop some frames.
Yeah,
so it goes down for just a few seconds.
Okay.
Right.
Did it drop
Yeah, but
completely?
it comes back up automatically.
I have no idea if you even heard what the hoo-ha I just said. If you didn't, I'm starting over. We have a new donation challenge headed up by the French community. They want to see me flex after every single boss that I kill in Secret of Evermore. I will agree to this for $4,000. It is not a very heavy challenge. I think you can all do this, and I think it would be great to see you guys do this for a worthy cause. Please be willing to donate to help me meet this new challenge. If you don't, I will come to your house and I will suplex you. Promise me. I will find where you live.
I just sequence broke the game.
He's gonna suplex friends.
By the way, I just
gonna
sequence broke the
suplex
game
animals.
because I entered this area without authorization. Oh no.
Adam's so mad at you. He hasn't authorized this at all.
You're gonna get a harsh scolding here.
To those trying to save the animals, Meta will also suplex the
Lag.
Don't think he won't.
It doesn't really matter for in-game time if you lag there because the timer lags if you do that too. So we always just do it for fun.
Yep. I never said to make anybody's job easy. I didn't make my own job. I just do what I do.
We have $20 from Maxwell Mooney. I missed the first half hour of Metroid Fusion.
And I'm gonna get yelled at.
But I'm loving what I've seen thus far, and the commentary is great. Put this donation towards Chocobo Racing as the worst final fight. Well, either that or saving the animals, whichever one the runner prefers.
So do people want me to turn up the volume for fun?
I think we know which one he prefers.
Do you want me to turn up the volume?
Turn up the volume.
Turn up the volume. Pump it up.
We have $20 from Stanley Stahl. Decided
Yeah,
to
let's wait a
donate
bit.
another $20 because I really want that Metroid poster and put this money to saving the animals.
So he just got a very harsh scolding from Adam.
I broke the game,
From
apparently.
the ship. Adam's yelling at her from the ship.
And the real Adam would have said the same thing.
He would have softened the
He
blow.
would have-
Okay.
Adam would have just said that he had to go out
I kind of don't want to turn this into other inmates, so.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
Oh,
No, we really don't. It turns the chat into crap.
And now for
$11?
the part where this game actually becomes a Metroid game.
$11.11 from Michael Tompton. Hey guys, this is my second donation. Love the cause and love the games. The small amount of commentary I've seen has been awesome. Thanks a ton. Give this moolah to Runner's Choice. There has been no
yeah.
shortage of commentary in the last hour.
Save the animals. Something about this stream, let's hope it doesn't happen. By the way, you have to shoot the waypoint from this spot specifically, because the waypoint is annoying. Since it goes up and down, so sometimes it'll miss enemies, and remember that the waybeam does damage for every frame. So sometimes it'll like curve out and not stay in the enemy for as long. So the waybeam kind of sucks because it does the same amount of damage as Plasma Beam. Like it's exactly the same power. The pseudo screw attack and the flare they do more damage, but that's kind of useless at this point in the game because you're about to get the real screw attack. And okay, so something I need to explain that's pretty important. So, well, after this room, well, that's never happened before.
First time I saw the gold pirates killed like that, I was like, what?
Yeah. So what happens is you're
He hit
supposed.
him from behind. That's what happened.
Yeah. So what you're supposed to do is shoot them from behind, but the game only checks if you're facing the same direction. So if you shoot the waybeam and then turn around immediately, you can kill them while facing them.
These
Idors.
Idors are the boss.
Wow.
That was the last one.
Good
Yeah, that's
job,
the last
Nintendo.
one. Oh, run over! No!
Oh,
Missed his eye.
I missed the bomb. The run's over, guys. Pull back your
Reset.
donations. I'm gonna reset. This is a bad fight too. Couldn't get the setup. So
You're shooting like this so the wave beam is in him for as long as possible, right?
somewhat, yeah. It's better for me to shoot him while he's moving right, but it takes a long time to wait for him to go right. So you're still probably better off to just shoot him at ASAP usually.
We are in the Metroid,
Wow, that lag.
and Metroid Fusion block right now. There are several prizes you can donate for. A minimum bid of $10 will get you in for a Metroid Next
That was a
Media
whiff.
painting. And
2 doubles. That's
a minimum
very
bid
good.
of
Oh my god.
$20 will get you in for the Metroid Cast poster everybody's been talking about in the donations.
Yeah, doubling with diffusions is really hard. I'm very happy with just getting. I'm honestly would be happy with getting 1 double. Period.
You got two.
I got 2. That's just really good. No!
No.
I killed a Ripper.
You're supposed to save the animals.
Run over. Reset.
Run over, reset.
Reset. Start
All right,
over.
so I would definitely like to have some quiet soon because this is where the real run gets really hard. Like this is harder than Nightmare 1%. Probably, I would say. Nightmare and Yakuza 1% because I personally find Yakuza 1% harder than Nightmare 1%. People for some reason think Nightmare's harder.
I think they're both about the same.
They're both
control
hard.
factor.
All right, so. Anyways, screw attack. Oh yeah, something I completely forgot to mention after space jump is that for some stupid reason you can't wall jump anymore. Same with Zero Mission, which is really stupid. Also, when you get space jump, remember how I said whenever you jump from a ledge or a ladder, it has the same physics as a wall jump. Now it's the same physics as a space jump, which is good and bad. It's bad because you don't have the horizontal speed as a wall jump, but it's good because you can pull back now. So you'll see me do. So you saw me do a ladder climb very briefly in Sector 4, but I'm going to do a more difficult one right here, and you'll see me demonstrate that. Bad luck. That was fine. So you might be wondering why I'm not shine sparking up there. I timed this a long time ago when I sucked at ladder jumping, and it was a half second slower. So now I'm better. It's probably like 1 second slower to shine spark up. So ladder climbing there is faster.
By the way, guys, we are on the animals. For those of you trying to save the animals, you're gonna have to try a lot harder because we have $806 to make up if we're gonna save those animals.
Save the animals! Here's another ladder climb here. That's short. That was good.
We have $15 from Andrew Tribiano. Playing one of my favorite games and with the bonus of great commentary. Keep being awesome.
There isn't much to commentate on. It's a lot of the stuff is explanatory. But I do have to concentrate. This is
pretty much the hardest part of the game.
This is. Well, Sector 1 is relatively easy, but
just the cleanup in general.
In general, it is the hardest part overall.
It's also the awesomest part.
It is awesome if I pull it off. Like, I would definitely say 1% is harder to finish, but in terms of getting a good speedrun, they're probably around even difficulty.
We have $100 from Adelaide Stark. My name was pronounced correctly when I asked for it, but will it be this time? So I have to follow through with another $100. I love watching PJ's stream, so this is going into Glitched Blaster Master. Love all the runs, but I'm sad that I just missed. That's never happened before as I was typing this message. Shout out to Kirbymastah for continuing to break the game in rapid succession and make me almost feel bad about having a way to donate.
Something I completely forgot to mention that I've done several times to dodge run. When you enter a door while charging your beam, if you let go during the door transition, you shoot the beam at the earliest frame possible. So that was terrible. I missed all 3 ice missile snipes. Anyways, so that's very useful if there's a gate come right next to a door. So like you can shoot your beam as soon as possible. So you'll still see me do it a few times, but there were several gates that I completely forgot to mention that, and there were several gates that I did that for. And that just comes out to memorizing where there are gates and such, and charging your beam beforehand.
We have $20 from Casey Myers, who says, "Hi guys, first time SGDQ watcher and donator. You're all running for a great cause, so good luck and keep up."
Alright, so there's actually something interesting. So if you remember in Sector 2, right before to the navigation room after getting plasma beam, I got a missile tank in a room with 2 vines. And I got a power bomb tank here. There's a different route you can do that pretty much breaks even, where the vine room missile tank, you get that during cleanup. The power bomb tank I got, you get that during Sector 2 cleanup. Because they're like kind of next to each other. And that's actually the same time, assuming you execute them well. But yeah, I would like to ask to read no donations from here on out. So I have to concentrate really hard. I missed that shot. Let go of B too early. I'll show it off anyways. I've not missed this in so long. There we go. So that's the only spot in the game where the mid-air bomb jump is useful. The only other way to get up there is to power grip it, but you cannot power grip ledges while a power bomb's going off. So a mid-air bomb jump is that's like the only spot in the game where a mid-air bomb jump's useful outside of tasks. Then there's another R shoot here. Kill those. And right here again, I'm charging my beam to just shoot this gate as soon as possible. Right there. Also, I can't shoot missiles that fast because there can only be 2 missiles on the screen at once. So this is a route change that Jagger G found actually, because his mindset when he was looking for routes was, oh, let's find a route where I shine spark and space boost as much as possible. And he found a route in Sector 3 cleanup that's 3 seconds faster than what we used to do. So what we used to do is go up here. Instead, we're just going to go down. And the path all the way to the left, we did that before this area, but now we're going to do it now because we can space boost through it. Well, after I get these 2 expansions. So like, shout out to Jagger G for finding this out this route. It's 3 seconds faster. Yes, Fusion 100% had a lot of route changes actually. Like before, let me right here. Okay, yeah. So beforehand, what happened is in cleanup, what we used to do is go from sector 1, 2, 4, 6, 5, 3, and finish. But now we go backwards. And what that does is it skips 2 elevators because you can leave through the reactor, and it cuts out a significant amount of backtracking. And we call it the route I'm using now the counterclockwise route, because you're going counterclockwise around the space station, whereas beforehand we went clockwise, and it saves around 10 to 12 seconds. So like that's actually pretty significant. A few seconds doesn't sound like much, but when you're at the level of really high optimization, 10 seconds, even 3 seconds is a lot of time.
Yeah, both
Zero Mission and Fusion both had pretty recent 100%
Yes.
root changes.
Zero Mission had a lot of route changes. Alright, this is definitely serious time.
Kirbymastah, Jagger G says good luck on Sector 6
There we go.
Pogo OM.
That's some nice body movement going on there. For that.
I don't know, it just helps. Yeah, I have to be careful with practicing that because it hurts my left thumb a lot if I practice it too much. This is also part of the Jagger G route. We're shine sparking through this room. Okay. Let's hope I can get this speed boost jump. That's fine.
Close enough.
Close enough. That jump is a lot harder than it looks. You probably have like one block of error to jump and make it. If you jump too late, you're gonna hit the wall before the speed boost blocks, and you're not gonna destroy the speed boost blocks. So wait, what? Oh yeah, just one more thing here. I probably should have paused for Sector 1, but oh well.
Yeah,
I'll be
doing this route also makes it so you don't have to backtrack for that power bomb right there.
Yeah. So Sector 5 cleanup is relatively short because I already cleaned up the entire Nightmare section before finding Nightmare and after. So Sector 5 is really short and straightforward. I'm just going to go pretty much immediately to Sector 6, the dreadful Sector 6. Sector 6 is notorious for having a ridiculous, really hard tricks. So that, like, I am asking for like quiet throughout the entire cleanup section, but during Sector 6 I would definitely like absolute serious time.
It also has the awesomest space boost in the game.
Shh, spoilers! Oh, whoa, that was clean. That was really clean. Like if you clean out a line of speed boost blocks there, that's actually really fast because you don't have to like keep falling down blocks and stuff. So now I'm getting this missile tank because I have screw attack, so I can just kill the bomb, destroy the bomb block without using a bomb or power bomb. All right, so that's Sector 5 done right there. Should be. Yeah. I paused because there's a checklist. There's like a check thingy behind each type of expansion.
All right,
for the
serious
sector.
time
So
right here.
this is serious time. That was bad. I missed that one. It doesn't save that much time, but it looks freaking cool too. Because like if you get the space boost, you have to.
This.
No, you have to do this no matter what.
You're right, you still have
Like
to.
because like if you get the space boost, you have to run back an extra time. So it does save time, but not by more than like 2 or 3 seconds or something like that. Okay. Yes! Yes! That's one of the hardest tricks in the game right there. Well, okay, so the route I did is actually slower by a few seconds, but it looks freaking cool, and I'm not going to pass up on it. Because you want it, the E-Tank I got, you want to get it on the way out. Because it skips having to travel through one room. But that means you don't have the chance to do that super epic long space boost. So I wanted to do that because it looks cool, and I'm really glad I pulled it off. That is one of the coolest tricks in the game. Like one of the coolest looking tricks, whatever. I can't talk because I'm still in awe that I actually pulled that off.
That used to be part of the actual route, though.
It used to be, yeah. Well, at least when I ran it, and then Dragon Fangs was like, no, you're slow. You're wrong. And Violet Spark said that too, and I'm like, fine, I give in. Okay. So, you do not have to Shine Spark up this, by the way. And it's very bad if you do, because you're going to go back to Sector 1 with no way to go back down here without going a long way around. You could do a diagonal Shine Spark to avoid going all the way to the top. Okay, it's not over though, like there's still a really hard trick coming
Yeah,
up.
it's still
And
serious time here.
it's still definitely serious time. And Sector 2 is still not, it's pretty hard too. Like, I would definitely have serious time for Sector 2 as well. I pressed down on accident. That was silly. There we go. Second try. I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that.
That is ridiculously hard.
Oh, well, I got the frame perfect spring bond away back. Yeah, so a misconception is that people who run Super Metroid think that you can do that just hold A to bounce off spring combo blocks, which you can in Super Metroid. You can't do that in Fusion. You have to press A under perfect frame to spring ball. And failing that, which I did, you have to unmorph and then try to either do a frame perfect jump off the next crumble block or do an almost frame perfect spin into a space jump. And you have to hold A long enough to actually reach the top, or else you're not going to reach the top. So it's really annoying. It's kind of luck-based-ish. Oh no, that's too late. So what you can do here is that if you do, yeah, I missed it. If you roll through that frame on a perfect frame without waiting against the bomb block, you can make it back to that bomb block without having to destroy it. But it's really precise. But yeah, that's Sector 6 in a nutshell, but there's still Sector 2 left, which is also really hard. Not as bad as Sector 6, but it has a lot of hard tricks in it too. So... Oh yeah, so another question I've heard before when watching me. Why were you able to get the Nightmare E-Tank really easily? The answer is because there's only 2 layers of crumble blocks. So after you destroy the second layer, that's when you can grab the ledge. But in the case of the Powerbomb tank I just got, there's several layers, meaning the moment you try to grab the ledge, you'll touch the third layer of crumble blocks and you'll fall down without grabbing the ledge. So Nightmare E-Tank's really easy, but you can't do the same thing for the Powerbomb tank.
Question, is Section 4 already cleaned up?
It's already cleaned up, yeah.
Alright.
I completely forgot to mention that. But yeah, Sector 4 is completely cleaned up after I get the fusions. Crumble City! I'm gonna put down the Powerbomb for fun. By the way, you cannot fall straight down to the Powerbomb tank, because all of the stuff right below me is all ground that leads only to the left, until you reach this spot here. So you can't just fall down. So yeah, that one went really well, considering I was kind of messing around at the same time. So yeah, Crumble City! Crumble Block City. So I mentioned a route change. I mentioned that there was a route change where you get a Divine Room missile tank and a Sector 1 Powerbomb tank. Right after I go through this hall, that's when you would get it in that route. But to make it as fast as the route I just used, you have to do a difficult space boost back, and that's a really hard space boost. I was gonna go for it, but I haven't practiced space boost enough, so I'm like, yeah, screw it. So, sorry, Jagger. Jagger's like the only person who uses that route actively. Because he's Jagger. I need to start spamming more missiles.
And power bombs.
Power bombs I should be fine on. Ah, screw you. So my goal is to get down to 0 power bombs, 0 missile tanks without wasting time. Fortunately, I'm going to get 2 more power bomb tanks here. There you go. That's not the hardest room in the world, but it's really hard to learn it. But once you learn the timing, it's not terribly hard. You're supposed to use a charged diffusion missile to freeze 2 rippers to use them as platforms, but you can just space jump through like I did. I wasted time there, I'm sorry.
Reset.
Reset.
Stop getting missiles, you're trying to waste them.
Yeah, don't you need some of those missiles for SAS?
No, I want to be at 0-0 just as Omega Metroid swipes me, pretty much. So I'm not going to be at 0 before SX. If I were, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
You could do the old strap for him.
I have a lot of missiles to burn. Being at almost at full health doesn't help either. Now I'm at full health, so now I'm going to get only missile drops. I missed that. It's a lot harder to get the missile through that, ouch. By the way, that red spiky guy's name is Ouch. So whenever we race fusion and stuff, every time one of us touches one of those, we say ouch.
There's a few in Super Metroid that actually...
They are in Super Metroid, yeah.
A little bit of
They're the same
serious
thing.
time for this room.
While I'm still racing missiles. If you wanted a wind spark, that's as close as you're gonna get, probably. Hopefully. I'm doing these in the air because it saves frames. Oh.
Oh my god.
I have not messed this room up in a long time. That's stupid. Hey, more chances to burn missiles at least. Gotta look at it from a positive standpoint. I'm gonna do these from land now, just to be safe. Except this one. This one skips a Giant Spark, so. Alright. I'm not gonna get it. I bounced. I'm not gonna get it.
So close.
That is really hard. I morphed there, so I hover in the air for a bit, so I can skip landing on one spot. But I bounced, which defeated the purpose of morphing. So I missed that, and I lost like 7 seconds or something. So that's one of the hardest tricks in the game.
Near 10 seconds lost.
It's quite a bit, honestly.
It's somewhere between like 7 and 10.
It is, because you have to go back and redo the Shine Spark. It's quite a bit of time lost, and I missed that in my record too.
Maybe 5 or 6.
No, I missed that too. So here's the interesting. Yeah, okay, I'm good. Here's the interesting thing about this route. Most of you have probably never seen the room coming up in its current state. While I'm burning missiles for fun. Well, I don't need to worry about the speed boost here. So what I normally had to do there is to stop speed boosting without skidding. What you want to do is let go and then press the direction you're moving in again. And that's actually a lot harder than it sounds. It's useful in like 2 spots, and that was one of the spots there because you're gonna start speed boosting the moment you right before you jump. You're supposed to jump. So yeah, this room. I'm pretty sure a lot of people have never seen you. Yeah, it becomes activated after you defeat Notori, but why would you go there after defeating Notori?
Also, whoever goes through that door.
Yeah, I know that door is actually useful. Wow. Let's see if I can pull this trick off. Yes, okay. So normally that early power bomb tech I got, I would get it now, but I wanted to speed boost that because it looks cool. And yeah, I see, that's fine, not a big deal. Oh my god, I'm at 46 missiles, this is terrible. And 8 power bombs. Okay, so this is a good time for donations.
Cool.
That was clean up right there.
$10 from Daniel Gregoire, who says, congrats to Kirbymastah for that amazing fight with Nightmare. Let this go against saving the animals because they deserve it after how hard it was to figure out the wall jump in Super Metroid. $60 from Pierre Quirion. We do want meta to flex after each boss. France works for you guys. $5 from Rebecca Holder. It's so awesome seeing these amazing speedrunners breaking childhood games for a good cause. Please put my donation towards me, Pi, singing that Sweet Old Man River.
Is that not met yet?
It's already met. Yeah, it was met a while ago.
$30 from Sylvain Collinet. Hi from France. Meta, do some flexes for us. I donate mainly for the boys named Princess Cadence. Meta, you know what to do with this. Also, SGDQ is so good to watch. I love to see so many Sonics records. $15 from Haoshu Lee. Caminator here, donating to the greater cause. Do a shout out for my sister Celeste for being awesome and watching this with me. So shout out to Celeste.
Shout out to Celeste.
$20 from Jake Jacobson. Trying to get that sweet poster. Been slowly getting into speedrunning more and more and loving watching the runners dominate these games. Their knowledge of the games and exploits is remarkable. $20 towards low percent Super Metroid run because I've never seen it before and it sounds rad. $20 from Jason Reichinger. Cool to see Metroid Fusion, but can't wait to see the big daddy of them all, so $20 to 100% Super Metroid. $20 from Kyle Brigman. Dibs on the poster. Shoutouts to SDA and Kirbymastah. Kirby, you are the one who got me into speedrunning. I'm a longtime lurker in your channel. I picked up Metroid Fusion as my first speedrunning game because of you, thanks to your video guide.
Thank you.
Thanks for being awesome.
So I think this is a good time to cut off donations because there's a boss coming
my
up.
donation goes to Runner's Choice. I believe Kirby said all donations to go to kill the animals.
All right, so don't blink. By the way, just don't blink. Oh my god, that's 3. That if I didn't miss the 2 charge moves, that would have been perfect because a 4 shot is really rare. 5 shot is standard.
And at this point, the additional 6 damage from the flare isn't really as much.
It doesn't matter. It's more than 6 damage. The flare does 6 damage, it's only a normal charge beam.
Okay. Just double check.
Ow. I lost count. I think that was 3. That's 4. 5. 6.
6.
Yeah, there we go.
Didn't get the sweet spot.
Nah, I missed the sweet spot there.
By the way, fun fact about this part of the game, you can't go back.
Oh yeah, after you talk to Adam, you can't go back in the game until you beat the game and reload it.
So my best save on this game is stuck at 99% forever.
No, if you beat the game and it reload it, then yeah, you can go back.
Ah, I will have to fix it.
There we go, 0-0. I wasted time, who cares?
Now let's see if you get the escape spark.
By the way, if you know what I'm gonna try to do, please don't spoil it.
Are you,
$10 if you get it.
are you going to win the game? I don't want to spoil that.
I just lost the game.
Oh, you're a terrible person.
Yes!
Nice.
That's really
That
hard to
is
do.
very difficult to do. I usually just cheese it and hit up and hope I'm right. Hope I'm on the right pixel.
Shout out to Bossback for teaching me that.
More than $10 to save the animals.
Yeah, there's a low height chance break you can do here. Oh no, I missed it.
Okay, you got $10 for the animals.
He's so happy to be on stream, he just can't stop.
Ah, I messed up.
What's your name, little guy?
No, it only works the first time. Yeah, so I can't do it anymore. That's why Shine Sparking is the easiest, because you can get up there instantly. But if I missed it, then you can space jump up there. I'm really glad I pulled it off, though. Oh, 100%! 1 energy, 0 missiles, 0 power bombs.
Good enough.
My life's complete. I got 100. So...
Jagger G will be happy for seeing you do that.
Yeah, I was doing this earlier today, and I actually timed out Omega Metroid with Pogo.
Nice.
So I beat Jagger G. Yeah, shots fired. There we go. Okay, so a lot to explain because I never got to explain the sax fight. So I'll explain that first. So what happened is, remember that the charged wave beam does damage per frame. So it's not going to do damage per frame as well on sax if it's not frozen. But if it is frozen, oh stop, sorry, I completely forgot. But if it's frozen, every frame it's inside will actually damage it.
I knew where to stop the timer.
Yeah.
150.48.
I'm fine with that. Okay, so to continue that sax explanation. So that's why you see me try to freeze it in place and then shoot a charged wave beam. I shot charged wave beam shots diagonally because it stays in it longer. So the best you can do is 4-shot. And then besides the 2 charged beams I missed, I did get a 4-shot. That was actually perfect. The task can do 3 shots because it screw attacks the sax in between each shot, and that's doing the missile with charge beam combo is the timing is ridiculously tight. It's like it's really hard to pull that off and took a lot of practice. And the monster sax form, what happened is again wave beam. You shoot it diagonally, then when it jumps, you shoot up, so the wave beam travels with it while it's jumping up, and pretty much kills it. And the ice beam corrects is standard. It takes 6 hits to kill it. So the Omega Metroid fight is not. It's a lot more than just mash. I actually wasn't mashing. I know the timing of how fast I can shoot the ice beam, so I just pressed B with the rhythm. But what you need to do is be in the perfect spot against Omega Metroid, so that when you shoot diagonally, the center of the ice beam goes through it to deal a lot more damage. Because again, ice beam does damage for every frame. So if you deal enough damage to it, it'll stagger back. So as long as you're in the right spot and you spam B, then you'll continuously stagger back because it's taking damage so quickly. If you don't stand in the right spot, it will swipe you because you're not doing enough damage. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for now. I guess we can wait for the credits, read donations, and wait for the in-game time.
Yeah, we're well ahead.
This is an awesome run.
That was a really good run. I'm actually happy with that. I got Pogo. I'm happy.
You got Pogo. You showed off some stupid SAX.
I heard.
And then it showed you the smart SAX.
We have $25 from Brian Ransley.
Save the animals!
25 to saving the animals in Harvest Moon.
I wonder how many people want me to take my sunglasses.
$10 from Michael Newman. Hi, SGDQ crew. MPN82 here. Great marathon. This $10 goes to MetaFlex Challenge because meta without flex is heresy. $20 from Christopher Garcia. Love what you guys are doing and donating for a good cause while getting a chance at a DS. Best day ever. $20 from Arnaud Della Zuana. My God, raising funds for a charity and still so much people trying to kill those poor and innocent animals. And how ironic. Anyway, forget about it. Kill them all. $10 from Christoph Korn. I want to greet Funk Royal who brought me here. Or greet Funk Royal who brought me here. $20 from Benjamin Allen Stevens. I loved playing Fusion as a kid. It's nice to see it played so well. Thanks for all the explanations. Mind Snap. $20 from Catherine Zagorski. I hate Canon and cancer.